Whenever you say to people who belong on the dragon's path that they are actually dragons, then these people might be shocked about say what are you actually saying? That people, but shocked in a good way, that these people actually belong on the dragon's path, and you are saying to them, you are actually a dragon. Something that I didn't want to say for many years, that these people really are in possession of an energy that is very much draconic. That's a spirit, an energy that I always call, that is living within you and immediately wants to say to you that you are no different than a dragon. And if you say this to people like brothers and sisters who actually belong on the dragon's path because they have a dragon spirit, then it might open up some much more energies to them. Because what we actually are doing in this world is to hold ourselves down so that our draconic instincts won't flourish open. Because our draconic instinct doesn't follow in line with humanity. So it can be that it's going to be contradiction wherever you live, because the majority of people, they don't know about the dragon's path. They don't know that you have a dragon spirit, and they might be shocked whenever the first time that you want to build yourself a dragon altar. And why do you want this spirituality? Then most of the people will immediately say, it's not real. It's like, like games that you are doing, games like Spyro the Dragon that you play too much. Well, my brothers and sisters, that is why I brought my Spyro with me. This is a game, not the older games, but the later on games, Legend of Spyro, that I played back in the day. I have to say, here you play like this purple dragon. This purple dragon is actually you. And a lot of children were, wow, I am a dragon. And he can breathe fire. And he's actually the hero in the story. And for a lot of people, later on, they grow up with these games thinking, well, actually, that was amazing. Well, maybe this game was saying to you that you were as well like this, that you were nothing different than Spyro. Of course, in a less exciting world, of course, but that you are not going to on a quest or something like this, but you are a dragon nonetheless. So this was a game that a lot of people inspired to be on the dragon's path. And I have to be very honest, I'm very glad that this existed. And that is why I have my own dragon plushie, because it awakened so many people on the dragon's path. And I'm so grateful because these creators of the Legend of Spyro, they knew about the dragon's path. They knew about it. If you never played the game, that is fine. It's just a game back in the day. Of course, they made it childish now, so that a lot of children would actually saying, yeah, but in fact, the Legend of Spyro was amazing. But to say that a lot of people are actually shocked whenever they hear that they are actually no less than dragons, then of course the first time that I've heard this, that a brother that said to me, you are actually a dragon spirit, and that is why you are connected to them. And as well, to my mentor later on, she said, dragons always remain with dragons. I mean, I can see and feel your dragon by your side. He doesn't leave you behind. It doesn't, wherever you go, he goes. But then she said, it is that dragons follow other dragons, not other humans. They don't follow you because you are simply a human. There is something draconic about you, and that is what they are following. That is why you love dragons so much, and that is because you are like them. And that was immediately said, oh no, oh no, humans should not call themselves like that. Because I knew about the dragon god, about that moment, and the dragon guardians. There is nothing higher than the dragons, and especially not humans, especially not me. Then why is the dragon with you? Then why are you loving dragons so much? Because most of the people, whenever they would see dragons, they would slay it and they would cheer for the dragon slayer. You would be the only one that doesn't cheer for the dragon slayer. You would cry your eyes out whenever the dragon loses his life or her life. You would detest it, you would hate it, and everyone would see it, that they would be free of the dragon, but you would hate it. Why is that? Because there is something that living inside of you that is so connected to dragons, and that is a dragon himself. And that is at this moment that you have to realize that your energy, that wherever you were born with, you were born already with this energy and had a life before. Because a dragon spirit is an Ouroboros, it always bites its own tail. So every time is a new beginning. What you have here in this world is a human experience that you have with your dragon energy. A dragon soul or a dragon spirit, doesn't matter how you want to call it, but I call it a dragon energy, an energy that always recycles, but doesn't forget what you are or who you are, doesn't forget the ways of the dragons that always going to be a part of you. So whenever people played this game, or maybe see other movies wherever the dragon is a hero, and some people, or especially children, see themselves like this, then these people are going to be awakened in a moment, awakened. But whenever you say, actually, you are a bit like this, that is something that I can recommend if you want to awaken people. If you want to awaken people, then you can say to them, well, actually, you are much more connected to the dragon than you might think. It's not simply love. It's not simply that you are a fan of dragons, because I am not a fan of dragons. I don't look at to movies. I don't look to movies. I mean, when I was a child, I looked to movies because dragons. Oh, look it. But no, I don't. I don't like movies with dragons in them, because most of the time the display is very bad. But in fact. Yeah, that when I was a child, I loved it. I loved it very much. That is why, because as a child, you are still you're still not that old. You're still, you know, and that is why you love dragons much more as a child. But later on, as a human, you try to force yourself to put it away. You try to say, I am not a dragon. Whatever I'm saying is just ridiculous. Why am I telling myself this? And you are, as an adult, you are trying to push this away, and I try to push that away too. I tried to push the entire dragon away, but I was unsuccessful in doing so, because I cannot hide who I am, and you cannot hide who you are as well. You cannot hide your dragon energy. And your dragon energy will always influence your own mind, your own instincts, your thoughts, everything will be draconic. Every single thing that you are doing. I'm not saying, of course, to the people in this world saying, I'm a dragon. No. That is something that I cannot recommend, because the dragon's path in general is already not seen as serious as people saying it's a role play game. Well, actually, it's not. It's not at all anything like it. So you have to realize that our dragon's path will not be seen as serious whenever you are saying I'm a dragon. But you can say this to brothers and sisters. Your brothers and sisters will very much understand this, and that you can say to other people where you can feel their dragon spirit, that they are nothing less than a dragon. Of course, you are here having your human experience, and that you don't have to forget how to be a human as well. Your humanity will always be a part of you as well, together alongside with your dragon. That is what makes it so difficult and so confusing. Who is actually talking to you, your draconic self or your human self? And I'm not trying to say that these are separate beings. No, it's yourself. But a dragon and a human cannot be further apart. And within yourself, they have to live together inside of your body, inside of your mind, your draconic self and your human self. And that is what makes it so confusing whenever you are awakened and your dragon spirit is rising. And so now, what is this world? You are completely new in this world. It's a rebirth. Whenever you are awakened by the dragon, it's going to be a rebirth. And the reason why is because now you have to share your humanity with your draconic self. And whenever you are saying to people, you are a dragon, but you are also a human, and you shouldn't forget about both of them. Both, you still need to be a human among humans, but you don't have to forget about your draconic self. Your draconic self, and that is why I recommend to have a place inside of your house, so that you can meditate, so that you can know who you are, and that you can feel your horns, your scales, your tail, everything about the dragons, about your claws, everything that you can feel as well. That you are no less than Spyro the Dragon. But I might laugh with this, but it's very much true. You are nothing less than the dragons. And that is something that you need to discover. You need to discover your draconic self, but how to discover it is completely up to you, because like I said, every dragon is different. You are different than me, for example. We are completely different kind of beings, even though we are all connected with the draconic energy together. So that is what I can recommend. If you are interested into awakening others, then tell them who they really are. Because in the beginning, I did not say this. I was embarrassed to say anything like it. I was embarrassed to say that I was one. Of course, I'm not saying this to people. I'm saying this to you, my brothers and sisters. I am a witch. I'm a witch amongst humans. I'm the odd one out. I'm the one who uses magic. I'm the strange one. I'm the one that should be burned at the stake back in the day. I use magic. I open up gates. I worship gods that no human worships. I am a witch for humans, but I am a dragon for dragons. My brothers and sisters, be blessed.